Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today, so today I'm back to being a cat, I suppose. I didn't think I was going to be a cat today, but clearly I am back to my cat-like self, with my cat-like reflexes, and my cat-like catting. Okay, so today I would like to get my cotton guts going and my flowers going. So we're going to get the flowers going first because that's probably the easiest thing to do. And then we'll figure out flowers after that. No notion of first? Oh, goodness, who got first? Sorry, you're right. I'm so wrong. Sorry. Solburn got first. Sorry, I got confused by the bot. Thank you, Solburn. Thank you for getting first. Thank you for clearing the way of, like, bandits and the like. I'm so sorry. You know, you risked your life over there and I did nothing. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was rude of me. You're over here risking your life, and I'm just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Frankly, a little bit bullshit. A little bit bullshit. And I apologize. Go it that way. I want it to be like that. I don't know why, I just really like this sort of symmetry of sorts going on that we've got these days. Are bandits called that because they're a band of thieves? Yes, 100%. I mean, I don't know, but yes, 100%. It's the only thing that makes logical sense. It's like barbarian has like... My understanding, barbarian has one of two possible connotations for it. One could be that they were unshaved and thus barbarous, and the other one being that they're just Romans being rude and just go like, oh, these barbarians are like blah 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 blah. You know, it's like insert a racist word of your choice to describe a race that you can't understand the language of. I'm just saying, those Romans means to ban. So they banned it. Are we gonna make some blue mushrooms now? We are gonna make some blue mushrooms now. That is the plan. Yes. Barbarous meaning savagely cruel. Well, I have been lied to by our classics teacher, which quite frankly doesn't surprise me. Because, you know, thus is my education. Not even slightly surprised, quite frankly. Okay, we need a lot of these. We need a lot of these. We, oddly enough, don't need a lot more power poles. That I don't really believe, but... Rapture means seizing and carrying off. Yeah, I mean all those Christians that were raptured. By the way, sorry guys, I didn't get raptured. I was not a good enough Christian, which doesn't surprise me. For many reasons. The murders being the main one. It's all the murders again. Classic. And then we want to get... What are these things called? But everyone went to the rapture. Did they though? Did they? I feel like that's just rapturistic propaganda. Small parts, glass and iron plates. Okay. SeiferKatt is not a good Christian. Why are we watching this guy? It's a valid question. I don't know. But I mean, to be fair, you didn't get raptured either, so... You know, them's who without sin cast the first stone, I think. Hmm? Hmm? That's what I thought. You over there casting stones. Okay, so we got 4 moondrop greenhouses. That's not even close to what we need, but it'll do something. Thought the second coming happened. This is the new life. No, this is second life. Could you not tell by all the things going on? This is second life. This is why I can now be paid for digital services, if you know what I mean. The new coming happened and this is the second life. Maybe that is enough. Get a bit more glass and then it'll be enough. Ah, that's good. It won't be enough, but it'll do for now. And because the amount of work that my bots are probably going to do, I think I might take an extra canister of stack of gas. It will be gas too, which is kind of fun. That's my Relsia production. And... Wait, where's my train? Oh, my train's over there, shoot. After I get the blue flowers going... Oh, shoot, do I need to go get blue flowers? I suppose I do. Wait a second, hang on, even if I get blue flowers, I can't grow them yet because I don't have the botanical nurseries. Do I need to make botanical nurseries now? Probably. Why would I leave and not have botanical nurseries? Ah, okay. It's like a whole bunch of shit that I need. I'm like, yeah, of course. Of course. What else do I need? Soil extractors, planter boxes, air core inductors, okay. Small parts? I probably got enough small parts. Or doesn't even need small parts. It does need small parts. And I don't have them. SeiferKatt does not have small parts. No one else has made this joke. Just me every time. Really, it says a lot about me. SeiferKatt finds the small parts joke hilarious every time. Because he is a child. I would refute that, but... Okay, and I'll put that ash away as well. I claimed a bunch of ash that actually is required. So yeah, the rapturing didn't happen. Sorry to everyone that thought they were going to get raptured. I don't know why you fell for it again. This is like the 20th time in the last 20 years this has happened. But, you know. I don't actually know where to go with that, but you know, it's what it is. It's, you know, it never seems to be happening. Maybe next time. Thank you everyone for watching today. I hope you enjoyed making my life a living hell. Yeah, I don't know how bad my day was when I said that one, but clearly I was not having a great stream. Something went wrong that day. Yep, kind of expected that to happen at some point. Yeah. Some point I'm going to need to make another refuel station because it looks like I was gonna say this refuel station is always filled, but that's not right now. So I guess I would just be lying to you. You know, it'd be nice to change up the world a little bit and not be lying to you, but that's not going to happen. Woo! That was almost the first death. And yet it wasn't. I almost got. You know what, if I do this one, that's probably faster. Then you're in the Man from Mars, you go out at night eating cars. Sorry, I'm in the Man from Mars? That makes sense. You wouldn't be in the Man from Venus. Because as we know, women are from Venus. And these Mars men are from Mars, I suppose. They probably need refueling or repowering. I wish I could tell them don't worry about the belts. Like, I'll take care of the belts. You guys take care of the things that aren't belts. Yeah, like the then when there's no more cars, you go out at night and eat up bars where the people meet. What the fuck are you listening to? That comes from me. Like, I listen to some weird shit. What the fuck are you on about? I hope, for everyone's sake, you're making the song up, but I bet you're not. This is a real song that real people listen to. Apparently I never built the... Wow, I only need like a couple of steel plates to properly do this. Okay, well, it's fine. I need aluminium anyway, so we're gonna grab my train real quick. Wonderful rap song, okay. Wonderful rap song by ABBA when they're calling themselves Blondie. Okay, so... Blondie's rap? Hang on. Blondie's rap? I don't know enough about Blondie to be able to refute that. I mean, I suppose it could be, but I literally do not know. I think my chromium train also needs to be able to go a slightly different way. Because it seems to always like leaving that way, but it can't actually enter that way. So we're going to change that now. So that it can. Okay, I would like some more power poles for various power poling reasons. They're polling well, you gotta understand, they're power poling well. I would like to get some moondrop flowers. I mean, how many moondrop flowers do I want? I think I just take as many as I can. The reason you bring the song up is because it's called Rapture. Oh, okay, well that does actually make a lot of sense. Okay, and then I would like to get some copper cables and aluminium. Copper cables isn't difficult, just grab some copper. Congratulations, you have copper cables. Not blooming difficult. Oh wait, I want to get some steel so I could make those. I'm gonna have a problem with inventory space in a second. It's gonna be like, blah, blah, blah. Wait for it. Wait for it. It didn't do it. I'm actually disappointed. Oh, whatever. Unless I already built them. Oh, you dingus. Absolute dingus. It's fine. What is the etymology of dingus? Oh man. Probably nothing good. Tell you that much for free. I don't really have one, it's just a fun word to say. It's a real word, comes from the Dutch word ding, which means thing. Oh hey, we got two people saying the same thing, so either this is an elaborate ploy between Odaba and Solburn, mortal enemies, or it's legit. Means thing. So I've just called myself a thing. Sounds insulting though, right? If someone called you a dingus, you'd probably... Or we're both using Google. That's possible too. You could both be using Google. My friend Solburn is not an enemy? I thought you were mortal enemies. Well, this is embarrassing. We have a friendly rivalry. Ah, mortal enemies. Got it. Immortal enemies. Oh shit, they've become Necrons. Well, that means they're slightly insane, so it's probably okay. Necrons, slightly insane. I don't think that's correct. I think Necrons do be a little bit crazier than slightly crazy. Oh, when does Mechanus 2 come out? I want to play Mechanus 2. I'm not going to buy it on launch because I don't have that sort of money these days. Funny how buying a house and having a kid causes that to happen, but also the cost of living has increased. Ah, streamers, they'll do anything except buy a game on release, right? Tell your bots not to build belts by putting them in your trash slots. Oh, that's not the worst idea I've heard in my life. But wait, if they're in my trash slots, then I don't have them. Then it becomes a different problem. Okay. Oh, and then we've got some belts. Belton. And we have a train that is sad. The train is stuck. I'm not convinced you're correct on that. That stuck train seems to be going quite fast. You have lied to me. And once again I had believed you. Fool me, I suppose. If I only had like a train or a car that could do this. So, I'm going to let you guys in a little secret, something I do. And I don't know why I do this, but I do this. So, you may have seen on the Discord that I was watching someone who was a new player of Factorio and just generally enjoying the fact that they were learning the game, and their sushi was... I do, yeah, haha. Their sushi was... not sushi, sorry, what's the word I was looking for? Their spaghetti was certainly something I haven't seen in a while. There were some real interesting build decisions, because they were new, you know, we were going to learn somewhere, and this person's place was right there. But when I see someone learning, unless they're actively struggling or saying, how do I do something, I stay quiet because I don't want to ruin how much fun I have having of watching someone try to learn the game. And I don't know if that makes me a good person. I'll rephrase that. I know it does not. But I do it anyway. And why is this not connected to anything? It is, because that's not connected to something. I see. Like, I want them to learn, like, if they ask for help, I will give it to them. And I don't be like, hey guys, I'm a world famous streamer, SeiferKatt here, and I know all the answers to your questions. I just stay silent. I don't stay silent. I chat and, you know, talk to them a bit, because that's fun, you know. I like chatting with people when they're streaming. That makes the stream more fun for the streamer too. But, you know, I don't be like, hey, I'm a Factorio streamer that has the answers to all your questions, including the ones you haven't asked, because by God, you have some questions you haven't asked. But it's also, I love watching it, but I also am pained watching it. I don't mean to be rude to them. I don't want to seem that way, which is why I don't be like, hey, this is who I'm watching, because I don't want anyone to be rude to them. But I also don't want... I get sad when someone's like, I'm learning this game, and someone experienced comes and goes, oh, this is what you need to do, and you need to build your things this way, and you need to build things this way. I'm like, no, you're ruining them. They'll never be the same again. Oh. You know, you ruined my stream. You're making them educated outside of their own knowledge. Yeah. But at the same time, like, if I see them actually struggling and actually really having a bad time, I'm like, hey, do you want assistance here? Yeah, that I think is fine, but... yeah, it's a tricky thing. It's like, where is the right time to offer advice? I don't actually know for certain. Not 100% certain on that one yet. Okay, so the things come out and they go this away. It goes in. Right, okay, so things go out and they go this away. Yeah, people are all too happy to, like, teach the newbies everything. And I'm like, no! Don't do it! Let them suffer! The suffering is the best part! We all had to suffer, now they have to suffer! I mean, that being said, they also... I mean this politely, but it's like when they go, I don't know how to do this game, so frustrating, and I'm just like, maybe if you wanted to read those tooltips on the side of the screen that you're ignoring, that'd be good. That might do something. But they're not going to read tooltips. Nerds. Now, what do you think you're doing? Wrong direction. Okay, so that gets that part done, and then we're going to go upper priority this side. And we're going to then go 2 of these. Oh, copper cables on the belt. No, absolute. Like, copper cables on the belt, they have to stay on the belt. They need to learn that. Copper cables on the belt, that's lovely. Keep that up. Keep that going. That's where they need to be. I was witnessing something today, and it was truly precious, and I didn't want to break this. But their mine had, like, each mine was on its own belt, first off, which was already pretty good. And then each smelter had... each belt with the mine led to one smelter that would smelt the ore right before the production. Oh, I was in love. I loved it so much. I was like, oof, this is a way of doing things. But again, I'm not having a go at them. We all had to learn, and I'm honestly not having a go at them because it sounds like I am. I'm not. We all had to learn these things, and I will continue watching their stream because I want to. I can see things happening different, and they like I can see the learning happen. I'm like, ooh, it's happening. They be learning, yo. Okay. So I think that gets me my moon drops. And then what we're going to do is half there, and then all the rest in there. Doesn't really matter. Cool. So that should be my moon drops, more or less. Mostly less than more. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh, you rat bastards. You spit out the flowers themselves. You volatile, filthy little insects. In this thread, Seifer gets angry for no real discernible reason. Easily fixed, mind you, but it is confusing how angry he got. No, we're just going to do that. Okay. That will slowly load itself up of seeds and flowers, which will be good. What do we actually need? Do we need seeds or the flowers? We need the flowers for this, we need the seeds for this, we need the seeds for that. Okay, so the flowers, tree seeds, and Relsia seeds. Okay. That's fine. How's my Relsias going anyway? They should be going pretty well. That's fine, actually. Now that I've got those started to be growing, I would like to take a brief moment to do something else. I would like my cotton gut studs now. Oh, wait, I can't even get the studs yet because SeiferKatt's got to do something else first. Which is actually make the gosh darn things. Why am I talking about myself in third person? That's just how I roll, I suppose. It's how he rolls. He drops the third person as soon as he asks that question. It's so irritating. I need to go to the secret science base. Maybe that's a good place to have a train to. I do a little train thing here. It's kind of like the, you know, the thing in Batman, like the Batmobile that just sort of comes out of a cave in the middle of nowhere. It's like that. It comes out of a forest. Bah! Train. Because inevitably I will get hit by a train at some point. It almost happened once. So if it almost happens once, you know it's going to actually happen for realsies. Okay. Mouse DNA, let's go. Oh wait, mouse? I thought they were rabbits. Shit. Oh, my title stream doesn't even work if they're rabbits. If they're not rabbits. Oh shit. Oh well. Whatevs. So. Cotton gut enclosure. What are they even called? They've probably got some fancy ass name like... Wow, okay, when I said some fancy ass name, I was kind of not thinking it was actually a fancy ass name. I thought it would be like something like, oh, you know, a din. No, it's Pereblium. A Perendium. I don't know, man. If someone said, do you want to check out my Perendium? I'd be like, I'm not a doctor. I don't want to see a Perendium. Oh my god. I didn't pay for your OnlyFans. Get that away from me. I didn't pay for your OnlyFans. Get that away from me. Sorry. I sometimes I hear what I say and I amuse myself. That was one of those times. Okay, I need aluminium plate and iron plate. I mean, if I paid for your OnlyFans, I'd love to see a Perendium. But I didn't. Now the good news is, once we've got enough of these things, we don't need any more. The bad news is, we need a lot of these. So before we really start making cotton guts, we need to start making a lot of studs. That's Varooks. Where are my Perendiums? Okay. So... Okay, sure, why not? Alright. So we need to get more flowers going, and I think it's about time that we get the train for the flowers. And I think the flower trains might actually stay, like they might actually have their own train lines. As opposed to being part of the CS. Well, maybe. Let's think about this. Yeah, there's enough things on this train line that probably wouldn't mind having. Okay. I'm gonna grab a little bit of raw coal as well. And I didn't leave my train somewhere stupid, did I? No, I did not. I'm as surprised as you are. Fiberboard and powdered Ralcia seeds. Oh. Oh. Out of curiosity, what else is cotton gut food used for? Uh... Have I got a problem? I might need more cotton guts. I think I'm trying to breed one animal and hoping that's going to make more. I don't think that's how that works. I think I'm going to need 2 animals. 2 animals for breeding. How strange. How queer. I don't actually know where I'm walking to. I've just started walking in a direction with a plan that I've forgotten midway through. I probably need another one of these things. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, I think I needed 2. Shoot. Oh, I was building my train network. I remember now. Okay. Yeah, no, I probably need to go get another stud. Don't have enough studs. That's slightly annoying, but is entirely my fault, regardless. It's not the first time I made this mistake, realizing I needed more of a supply than I have actually got the ability to make. The only problem is, if it's not the first time I made it, why have I done it again? Do I not learn from my mistakes? I thought about that question after asking it. No, not really. Not usually. I mean, sometimes. Sometimes I learn from my mistakes. But, you know, don't count on it. Like a magic 8-ball moment over here, you know. The SeiferKatt learned from his mistakes. Don't count on it. Pick up. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Maybe put the train station in first. Maybe that would make more sense. Okay. Cool. Let's then similar train. More lights as well. I think this is pretty underlit. Okay. Let's actually spell it properly. Not Ralcia, it's Ralisia. Ralisia, there's an extra E in there. Close. Surprisingly close, actually. Okay, then a couple of cargo wagons, and then it'll do what it needs to do eventually. That train's probably gonna get stuck somewhere. Are we having power problems? Yeah. Big ones, in fact. What the hell's happened? Where are my lamps, yo? Where are my gosh darn lamps? Okay. Okay. That's it's not great. Okay. We have a power crisis right now. Just a little casual power crisis, nothing to worry about, nothing unusual. Surprisingly, it is nothing unusual. I wish it was unusual, but hey, welcome to who I am. I was going to connect that for a brief time just to get it sorted, but why? Oh yeah, we're power spiraling super hard right now. I mean, we're like 10% power. You know, they say 10% power should be good enough for anyone. If Bill Gates said it, you know it's to be true. One lamp. Once the methane starts growing again, I think we'll be fine. But for the moment, I think it'll be alright in a second. Once these lamps start coming through, it'll be okay. In fact, I'm so confident this will be okay. Exactly, the only way they really get to know that is by actually seeing other people do it. Oh no. I mean, you players have to learn, and they do surprisingly well. On how much put on the bus. I mean, that's part of the excitement, isn't it? That's part of the thing you've got to learn. Or maybe you don't want to learn it. That's fine too. Like, I think the reason I like overhaul mods and why I like it more for streaming is because it's really hard. It's a lot harder for people to tell me that I'm doing things wrong. Like, sure, people will manage it, but it is harder to be like, if you've played a lot of Factorio, you know the 3-to-2 ratios, you know the 1-to-1 when you don't give a shit, and you know all that stuff. You play a lot of Factorio. Not a lot of people play this much Pi. People, when they hear them playing Pi, they're like, oh god, you poor soul. You must wish for death on a daily basis. Which I don't. I love this. But a lot of people think that I wish for death. And I do not. Okay, power is beginning. Power's going to spike a little bit while the lights get sorted, while the methane comes through. Because not enough methane to be coming through. But every time it spikes just a little bit, power will recover better and better each time. Your friends on Steam have played almost 36 hours of Factorio. Just to be clear, are you talking about like your one friend on? That's a good quote. And I do not. Are you talking about collectively or just like as a rule? Like one person. I have one person on my friends list. He's played 46,000 hours of Factorio. A lot of my friends who have played Factorio that I know in real life, they've only played Factorio once at most. And they were like, yeah, it's a fine game. And I'm like, a bit of a fine game. Okay. I'm not going to get mad at that. That's your opinion. I'm used to hearing opinions that are wrong. I can only be friends with someone who's played 36 hours of 36,000 hours of Factorio? Yeah, exactly. If you don't have 46,000 hours of Factorio, quite frankly, I don't know if we can be friends. Okay, we're going to be back to being a person. We can do that. Ah, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. There we go. Sorry about that.
Someone order quality?
Yeah, I deserve a reduced quality for that. 5.2 years.
Thanks for your support.
Veldak just resubscribed for 46 months. Meow.
Veldak, so thank you so much for the 46 months. And may I say, meow 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 meow. Thank you. It's truly appreciated. Thank you. It's easy because I realized it was 315s. Number Blocks has taught me well. God, I love Number Blocks. Such a friggin' good show. Like, I don't care if people say that's a show for children to learn basic numbers and maths. I'm like, I don't give a shit. It's a great show. You can eat my butt. Number Blocks is great. Oh, you think it was Ghosten? Did Ghosten win the jackpot? Bet he did. There was something I wanted to ask Ghosten next time I saw him, but I can't remember what it was now. So that's a useless story. There it is! 100 hours and 2 minutes. There it is. We got past 100 hour mark. I'm pretty proud about that. Wait, why is that not doing anything? Oh god, because power is that low now, huh? Okay, that might be bad. You know how I said power will recover? I'm not actually actively sure power is going to recover. I may actually need to fix it. Can you not just stop on my corpse, please? Do you flippin' mind? Yeah, no, power's, I think, actually shut the bed proper now. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I think it has, though. I think power is actually properly dead now. So we probably do need to fix that. Yeah, I've been noticing Veldak on Steam getting like a lot of achievements lately. I've been watching him get his achievements, not like actually watching him, but I've been noticing them. Yeah, I think we need to. Oh, okay, we're going back to being a cat. Understood. I mean, why wouldn't you? I don't know who added who, but one of us added the other one. At that point, you're allowed to stalk them. Nice. I don't know if I noticed that. How are we in the way of the lamps? We should have enough to power it for a little bit. Although... no, maybe it is actually getting fixed. Maybe it is in the state of getting fixed. Maybe I don't need to do anything. Maybe I just try to trust the process. No, trusting the process is a very bad idea when you can actually fix something. Luckily you're not friends with Seifer. Fair enough. Look, I ain't ever done anything bad while stalking someone. Oh, actually... no! Bye! You know what? We don't have this in New Zealand, but I plead the fifth. Right, if power absolutely craps out here, then we're in trouble, I see. Yeah, 1024, I did notice that. We have 9 megawatts in the base. Yeah, we're gonna get no power in a second. Gonna give us a brief hit of power. And that's gonna give us a brief hit of power. All we need is these brief hits more and more frequently and it'll be okay. Power will recover, I believe in it. Two hits of methane. You'll love to see that. Look at that, it's recovering, it's higher. It's stabilizing, I suppose. Look at all that iron coming through. That's what we need to see. We need that iron. The iron's coming through, then it will start making lamps again. Don't hit rock bottom. Don't do it. I need you to not do that. Do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah, it's gonna do it, isn't it? The answer to actually probably fixing this is to cut that line here. But yeah, power's F to mate. I mean, for what it's worth, the coal is coming in, so that's helpful to some degree. I think if I cut this, it does short out most of the base. Yeah, it takes it down to like production of 29. Okay, cool. So that gives us a little bit of time to try and get the methane back up and running. We should be making a lot more lamps as well. And coal should be coming through more efficiently. Like, this is really what happened to the base. Like, we just, yeah, the whole part of the base has just lost power though. Which, I mean, to be fair, is probably deserved. But, yeah, those lamps dying because the iron running out was bad. Okay, myth is back. Can probably turn that back on again, and it should be able to sustain itself now. Soon these will all turn back on again. And we'll be fine. Everything else is burnable? No, not really. Sorry, just to be clear, Beardless Dane. I don't know which one's going, but I'm going to ride it, is what she said. Fair enough. Want to be clear. Okay, so that gives us... This is a problem that we had as well. We don't have any excess methane. So what we're going to do is we're going to... I wonder if we have speakers. We do have speakers. How many does it take? It takes 0.25 per second. How much does this make? 2 per second. Right, that explains why we have more then. If you get real close to that train before deciding to stop, don't you? Right inside my butthole. Okay. Let's go and get some belts, because apparently we have none. Methane do be increasing. Love to see that. Or at the very, in any case, I love to see that. Okay. Weird way of going about it, but I will trust the process. I was trying to get a mod that would play Factorio music, like from the space age stuff. That way we didn't just have to listen to novice music, but it doesn't seem to work. I need to try and figure out why that wasn't working. Not that I don't love the novice music, but I would love to listen to some of the new music too. But I don't know why the mod didn't work. Probably because Space Age isn't enabled, that's the only thing I can think of, but it doesn't have Space Age as a dependency. So I don't know what I've done wrong on that one. I'm not going to worry too much about getting more Relseer at this point, or I'm not going to worry about too much about getting more moon drops at this point either. Worry about those later. All right. So that should sort out my Relsia seeds. It's not called Relsia, I know that, but hey, since when did I ever give a crap about the actual name of things? They're not people's names. Unless it's a Dr. Relsia, in which case I am so sorry. Relasia. Relasia? Could be. Relasia? It's not spelled like Relasia, but okay. Okay, let's see how screwed I am with the cotton gut situation. Relisia. Relisia. Yes. Let's go to my secret military, secret science base. Do not, secret science base. Please look away. Relisia. Yeah, it is. Ralesia. Are you trying to tell me that it's said that way because that's... Just to get to my secret science base. We're gonna do this. I don't know if that's as helpful as I want it to be. Probably not. Oh. Malaysia. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Okay, that'll come back when it's ready. Okay. We have one cotton gut stud. Oh, it's worse than I thought. I don't need one more. I need 3 more. Wait, 2 more. Okay. Well. That sucks. So I need 6. 6? No, I need more than 6. I need 12. Okay. And tell me about the rabbits. Tell me about the rabbits again. Oh, man. I knew it was too easy. Right, okay, and I also need a bunch of steel and titanium if available. I don't know if I can have any titanium in here, but I'll take it if I see it. Not a lot of steel either. Oh wait, I had titanium on me. Oh well. I'll take some more, I suppose. You know, they say you can never have too much titanium in your back pocket. Okay, well, that's just going to make those for a while. Oh, shoot, we're going to need more hot. We're going to need more hot. We're going to need a lot more things, honestly. More hot gas, more laboratory instruments. Why is Shakespeare famous? All he did was string together a bunch of tired quotations. That is true. I can see the logic in that. He's like, oh wow, look at all these things that people quote on a daily basis. Let me just, like, write a story as if this was how it was designed. You're like, oh wow, so deep. Yeah, no man. Fucking stupid is what it is. That's what I appreciate, Teague. You've got the, oh, I said that wrong. I read your name all the time, I just never know how to pronounce it. Tigu. You got all these people thinking, oh, this is, you know, so smart. It's like, no, it's just a guy stringing a bunch of phrases together that has always existed. Like, everyone does it. Everyone does it. Yes. I would like a bunch of these, thanks. Oh, they got little designs on them. Ah, oh, there's like a little microscope and a little whatever the hell that is, and this little lots of little oh, little beakers and like a little thing. It's immediately clear to the audience that Seifer has no idea about anything to do with science. But what he doesn't know about science, he makes up for with enthusiasm. Look at them! Little beaker? Or a... Oh, it's cute stuff. Boo, they're the same. Boring. Where are you going? You saw a tree. We're not doing anything particularly interesting for the next hour. I mean... Pteranodons, right? I know it wasn't what I was playing when I made that quote, but it's still true now. It was as true then as it is now. I am stuck in the forest. I got scared and I made robots fight my way out. Match 80% of the streams. I mean, yeah. You mean for me or just in general? Not offended either way. So we need 3 of the... We need 6 of these. Okay. Yeah, we're still here. Fair enough. As I said, not offended. Takes a little bit more than that to offend me. I don't think you were trying to offend me. You were. You got a piss poor job of it. This is what he takes offense to. I'm doing my best! I like that bit. That's bad spaghetti. We are currently at 0 quality, so let's enable quality again, I suppose. Okay, I'm here for some bricks. I'm here for some warm bricks. Wait, what? Oh, is that supposed to be going both ways? Ah, I believe so. It's certainly up there. Vanilla can be I mean, if you think vanilla's long when you don't know what to do, wait until you see what Pteranodon would be like when you don't know what to do. All handcrafting. All handcrafting and vanilla Factorio, I imagine, would still probably be faster. Pi is typically known to be 1,000+ hour run, which means we are approximately 10% of the way there, based on runtime alone. We need to get more laboratory instruments. Oh, I've got enough Zork mids. I think I do. I mean, okay, that's just impossible. You know that. Glory to the Hypnotoad. We're gonna need to go get more basic substrate. Not a big deal, it's just a thing. I don't think it's... This is against... Twitch is against terms of service to try and hypnotize your viewers. I'm asking for a friend. Other things other than Twitch? Yeah, fair enough. We need to go get more steel and we need to go get more substrates. Neither one of them is going to be particularly difficult to get, but they're both in opposite directions. Because of course they are. We're going to grab some lead as well while we're at it. Basic substrate, there it goes. I don't think any of this uses steel. And then we need to go get 4 things. Yeah, we need to go get a bunch of steel. I hope no one's looking at the science base, by the way. You have been asked to please look away. If I find out anyone's been looking at the science base, I will ask you to please look away again. You look anywhere else, just not the science base. Just saying, if I find out someone has been observing the science base, there will be nothing to pay. The question is, who's going to be the honest person to say that they were looking at the science base? No one would say that, because you know the punishment for looking at the secret science base, which you've been asked politely to please look away from. Politely, but sternly asked to look away from, I might add. Well, good news, I don't think we use much Earth DNA. We do, however, need the cut and gut codices. By the time the guards at Area 51 politely but sternly said I could not fly the saucer. Oh, like the time, sorry. Yeah. And then did you fly the saucer? No, because they were polite, yet stern. I needed to gesture at the camera there. I was gesturing before I actually switched it, and I was like, no one can see me. Okay. Lamp, simple circuit boards, other stuff. Found a list of quotes from books, found this gem. If you think about it, vampires are basically necromancers with an eating disorder. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, I hate it. It reminds me of, like, my wife. She was, like, looking at someone talking about books and said that necromancers are basically like vampires. And it's... No! It's not fucking true. No. It's not true. Necromancers and vampires are completely separate things, okay? They're not the same thing. Necromancers raise the dead. They raise skeletons, zombies, and other assorted bullshit. Vampires are already undead, and they suck blood. Okay? Do I need to make a cage? I will fucking make a cage. Necromancers do not drink blood. Vampires drink blood. Vampires do not raise the dead. Necromancy is a form of magic. Vampirism is a curse. Or a blessing, depending on how you want to look at it. They are not the same thing. They kill victims and bring them back as vampires. Yeah, but necromancers don't kill victims and bring them back as necromancers. They're not the same thing. Because it's inflicting the curse. It's like saying werewolves and vampires are the same thing because they kill their victims and bring them back. It's like saying friggin' rabies patients are vampires. Although, actually, I think there's some connection there. God, I got so mad I forgot what I was working on. Oh, God. Chill, though. Necromancers create undead. Yes, necromancers do create undead. That's correct. How... No, I'm not giving this up. I fucking refuse, mate. Yes, necromancers do create the undead, and yes, vampires do create the undead, but they don't create the same thing. Necromancers do not create necromancers unless, of course, they educate someone, but that's just a student-teacher relationship. Vampires do only raise vampires. They do not raise skeletons, zombies, or other assorted undead. What about Lich? Okay, now Lich... Aha, now we're asking an interesting question. I was wondering if this was going to come up. Liches are undead, yes. Kill people, usually, and then raise them as undead. Not always. I'm assuming there can be the case of a Lich that is not practicing necromancy. Well... Yeah, necromancers don't raise other necromancers because they don't want them. But it is possible a necromancer could kill someone and raise them and then teach them necromancy. I'm not saying any reason why someone can't do that. I'm getting really worked up about this. Liches are not always necromancers. They would have to be necromancers of a sort because necromancy... They would need to be using necromancy magic to be able to raise themselves because a Lich is already dead. And the Lich would need to raise themselves using necromancy or use necromantic magic to be able to raise themselves. This is a mini canon, okay? So you would have to be using some form of necromancy to be a Lich. Oh, what if your friendly neighborhood necromancer happens to be a vampire? That is fine. Though you can have a vampire that is a necromancer. I will accept that. And yes, a necromancer vampire can fight people and turn them into vampires, or it can just freaking murder someone and turn them into an undead. But they are not the same thing. Vampire is a race, necromancer is a class. So you can have a vampire that's a necromancer. Also, you can have a vampire that's a necromancer, but that's more of a pun than anything else. Oh, this was a fun conversation. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Yeah, necromancer, exactly. Can a necromancer vampire make himself a phylactery and become a lich? I would argue no, because they would have to have a soul. The phylactery is a place for your soul to be. If you do not have a soul anymore, which as you are dead you would not have, then you would not be able to raise yourself as a lich. You're already too late. So if you were like, I'm going to become a lich, and then someone friggin' murders you, you'd be shit out of luck. Unless, of course, and here's where I hate my life a little bit more, you were to raise yourself not using necromancy but some sort of like holy magics. In which case, I guess it's maybe fine. Maybe. I hadn't considered this part. That's probably fine, because then you can... I think when you use holy sorts of magics, you get your soul back. Yeah, phylactery is just a remote soul. Okay, a phylactery is basically what Voldemort created, except I don't know if any other canons have you can split your soul multiple times. I can only imagine how heated physics debates got when people are trying to figure out particles. I think it's still how it goes, honestly. I think people are still that up in arms sometimes. Why need these? Do I need those? Do I need those? I don't know. I've lost track. I do still need those, yes. Paladins are vegan. No. Clips. Clips. What a... Clips. Okay. Paladins are vegan vampire necromancers. Paladins can be vegan. Yes, I will accept that. Paladins can be vampires. Pushing it, some people would not agree with you on that one, but I'll allow it. Where I think we have a problem is the necromancers. That's where, okay, when I say we, I mean I. It's where I have a problem. I think when you start trying to have a paladin necromancer, I think... Oh shit, but what if you're talking about an evil paladin? Or in D&D they call them blackguards. Yep. Who says a paladin has to follow a good god rather than an evil god? Yes, I suppose that's true. And I'm gonna go with the D&D mythos here that a paladin doesn't necessarily follow a god, more of an ideal. In which case, yes. I would accept that logic. Captain America's a paladin. You know what? I accept that. This is the one time I'm going to accept anything that's been said by chat today, apparently. I mean, think about it. He's a shield main. Like, who else is a shield main other than a paladin? We live in a society where the winners that write history call themselves holy and good. When they resurrect people, it's fine. But when I do, it's necromancy and evil. His god is corporate America. No! Okay, hold on. Wait a second. First off, we're going with the idea that paladins follow an ideal, not a god. They do get... But... Captain America. See now, oh my god, you're getting into another part that's going to like absolutely friggin' nerd snipe me. Captain America's ideal is America as it was supposed to be, not corporate America. He does not like corporate America. He's actually quite angry about corporate America because corporate America is like the disgusting part of America that is like, you know, doesn't care about helping people. He cares about the America that was like, you know, the 40s. About beating up the villain, about helping the downtrodden, about making fun of the French, you know, all the important things that America used to do in the 40s. I make a joke on the last one. Don't at me, French. But, you know, Captain America is not fond of how America the country is now. There has been multiple stories where, like, basically the first Civil War in the comics was basically that sort of problem. That, like, they're like, well, I mean, Cap will be with us because he's pro-America, and it's like, you're thinking about arresting people who are doing good. It's like, yeah, but they're criminals because we said so. Cap no like that. Cap does not think that's acceptable. So he's not a fan of corporate America. And I mean, in some ways, that's kind of the division between him and Stark. Oh. What else you got for me, chat? Anyone else want to rile me up about something stupid? Because I'm ready. I am just flipping ready. And I acknowledge it's stupid that I'm going to get riled up about. Don't think for a moment that I don't hear what I'm saying and thinking, God, I need to calm the F down. Oh, I hear it. My wife is going to come in soon and be like, why are you being so loud? You've woken up our child. I'm like, you gotta understand, they spoke badly about Captain America. Now, I'd like to remind you, I'm not American, so I don't have like any great notion of what America is or should be. But I have a great notion of what Captain America should be. So I'm still not sure if I can understand if Captain America is a vegan necromancer or not. No, he's not a vegan necromancer. He's a paladin. With the ideal of being America. God, going back to the necromancer argument. It's like saying zombies are basically ghosts. He wants to revive the old America that's dead now. Yeah, sure. No! No! I like how I switched the feature with thing. It was like, no, zombies are not basically ghosts. They're literally. Oh, buddy. I love how I'm like, okay, I'm calm now. I'm calm now. Nope, just realized I'm not flippin' calm. But ghosts are disembodied zombies. My wife will be hearing of this. The thing is, I know I'm being goaded. I know it. I know that I'm being goaded. I know that we're all having a bit of a laugh here. But I will fall for it. Resident Evil zombies are just powered by random evil. I mean, Resident Evil zombies are kind of... It depends what they are, because it's the T-virus is one thing, but there's also Resident Evil 4, the Los Plagas, which is a different thing entirely. The vampire necromancer quote was baiting a laugh or anger. I mean, you didn't get anger, I'm afraid. It was actually real. I actually really did love it. I'm not angry in any way whatsoever. I don't know. It just triggered me. I got absolutely triggered. Bullshit. Let me have my dignity, please. Let me have my dignity for once in my life. I got angry triggers. Where's my mouse? Maybe, okay, maybe, but I also hammed up a little bit for fun. I'm not actually mad, because if I was mad, I'd just pan you. Where's my other stud? He's in there, thank God. I've only ever had to ban one person for anger, and I regret nothing. No, look, only one person's ever been banned, like, for reasons that I totally accept, and I do not regret doing it. Any other people being banned is usually like, you are trying to, you're just being freaking creepy. That's a ban and reason. Or you are being absolutely disruptive. That's fine. That's, those are like normal bans you get every day. The actual ban of, I don't want you here, get out. I've only ever had to do one of those. And my advice to streamers is absolutely be aware when you need to do that. Because it took my stream from something that I actually started to dread, then to something that I actually really enjoyed again. Look, it may have been disruptive, but hey, look, that's what we stream for, right? Ban early, ban often. I don't know ban early, but maybe. You ban earlier than I do. That's probably a better idea. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I shouldn't. But my advice to streamers is if anyone is actually causing you something that is... No one asked for this, by the way. This is advice no one wanted. If anyone's causing you discomfort and making your stream a place that you don't want to be in, despite it being your stream, get rid of them. You don't need them. Preemptively banning them before they get chat. That's a solution, yes. I mean, the solution for that is probably don't stream in the first place, and that way you'll never have to worry about anyone, right? We have a minor problem. Ah, shit, my robots are still in there. I mean, yeah, to some degree, that's one way of dealing with problems. Ban anyone before they get... I mean, just put on, like, subscriber-only chat and, have no subscribers. That's probably a good way to do it. Are clones the same as zombies? No. No, I see no rationality about. Potentially. Potentially. Are they clones that have no souls? If they're clones with no souls, then maybe. Will they have souls? See, that's where it comes into the question. Does a clone have a soul? I don't know. That's getting some friggin' Android Netrunner discussion now. Does this unit have a soul? And when a robot asks you, does this unit have a soul, you put a bullet through that robot's skull immediately. Okay? Don't let it ask any more questions. That was, no, that wasn't a clone, that was Mass Effect, wasn't it? The Geth. From the clone spell? Clone spells, okay. From clone spell, it wouldn't have a soul. No. Sorry. It wouldn't have a soul. It wouldn't have a, if the androids... Do clowns have souls? Absolutely. Clowns are funny. I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that one, but I think clowns are hilarious. I'm a big fan of clowns. Pro clowns. How are my flowers going? Clowns have red hair, therefore no souls. I've never liked that argument. I've met a lot of red-haired people, and some of them did have souls. They weren't their own, but they did have them. I feel bad for that joke. Not for that joke, I feel bad about making that joke. The joke's fine, like, the joke's okay. Okay, we need to make, I think we're fine for... Yeah, my flowers beginning to come through, which is nice. Okay. How many things do I need still? It was not as helpful as I thought it would be. Put the video in Discord. Oh no. There's no phrase that that is going to be a good thing. I'll have a look at it later, whatever it is. Yep, I'll check it out. One thing I will say, it's always important as a viewer, like, if you want to interact with a streamer, the best way to do it is just confuse the hell out of them, which is why I love the this conversation about the vampires, necromancers basically being the same thing. I went into a streamer's chat that I know the guy, like I've siphoned, and I asked him the fact, how do you feel about the fact that dogs weren't real until AI created them and made us believe that dogs were there the whole time? And he's like, but dogs were before AI. I'm like, nope, that's just what AI made us think. And just like the confusion, be like, no, the dogs are always there. I'm like, no, they weren't. So, I mean, in some ways, this conversation is my retribution for doing that to Sephonated, which I'd apologize, but I feel no shame for what I've done. Okie dokies. I think I need to go get some more flowers as well. But I did very much enjoy the vampire necromancer discussion. I don't know about this vegan, what was it, vegan something paladin? What was the paladin thing about? Oh, Clips, I missed that line. Love, you wouldn't believe the other bullshit chat put me through tonight. Would you believe they claim that vampires are the same as ghosts? Save the top three. I'm so sad I missed that, Clips. That was funny. Paladin of vegan vampire necromancers. Oh god, okay. Yep. I've read it again now. I've upset myself again. Why did I do that to myself? Why did I read that again? I was like, oh, Steve, did you upset yourself by reading something stupid? Would you like to read it again? Yes, please. Okay. Do feet romances drink blood? The fuck, man? Oh wow, that was perfectly balanced, as all things should be. God damn. I mean, what else would they drink? Don't need to answer that question. I just realized where we could go with that one. No, we're good. That's the real answer. I suppose. I think that the neck, the foot is not a really good place to get blood from, but quite frankly, I don't know if that's or not. I don't want to know. A lot of questions we're encountering today. I mean, what would they get it from the ankle? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to know. Perhaps feet contain less oxygenated blood as fresh blood. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe the oxygen is more dangerous to these feet vampires. God damn, I hate everything I've just said today. So mad at myself for existing. Okay, the good news is here comes the seeds, and they're gonna grow more flowers. It'll take a little while before all this spools up. Like, this is the problem we're gonna have with these things, is they're gonna all take a little while to spool up. Okay, I'll be there in a sec. I'll come now. BRB, everyone. Just gotta sort something out. Sorry about that. Just had a slight incident with a bug getting inside the house that needed to be out of the house. Thank you. I assume that means welcome back. I'm gonna say thank you regardless. True disaster. It was a gross one. It was like a slug. I don't know how they come into the house, but they sneak in somehow. It did. Not a fan of slugs. Gross. Okay. I need fish eggs? Are you kidding me? Wait, where are my fish eggs? What's happening with my fish? What is happening with my fish? Yeah, I don't think we should be turning fish into compost. I think that was a mistake. Not really sure what's happening here. I'll tell you what should happen though, we need more phytoplankton. That's a known fact. Okay, well... one cotton gut stud goes in there. I hate everything I'm looking at right now. Do I need to make a little aquarium over here? Tree seeds, railseed seeds, seaweed, tin stuff. 10? Far out. Okay. Are you serious? Hang on a second. Oh my gosh, it's not connected. Okay, well we've got a bunch of tin here that we really didn't need. That's cool. Okay, so tree seeds, that's easy. They're over here. That's not even a problem. Ralesia seed, or Ralesia seeds, or Ralesia seeds, not a problem. Seaweed, not a problem. Starch could be a problem. Made of fiberboard and Ralesia seeds, okay. That's... Oh. Okay. Whatever. Makes aromatics. I mean, it feels like it, I suppose. Okay. Well. Fiberboards. Let's just make fiberboards somewhere. Makes most sense to make fiberboards like over here, I suppose. Okay. Let's break it down a second. Let's not freak the hell out. Fiberboards, all they're used in is starch and formica for now. We do not need to go silly with it, okay? We do not need to go silly. We just need to make them. So, let's make them. Everything else will come in due time. Everything else is more or less possible to make. It's annoying to make, yes, but it's doable. Okay. So, let's get on this. Fiber boards. A treated wood, raw fiber, sodium hydroxide, and steam. Okay. Well, step one, get rid of these trees. Treated wood is just wood and creosote. So some good news for that, we have plenty of wood. And I think we also have plenty of creosote. We do. Brilliant. So we've got that going for us. We need some tar processing units. Okay. I'm going to build like 2 of these. 2 seems like the appropriate number to build. And you know what they say? If you're going to build 2, build 3. Ancient words of wisdom. I want steel, iron, and stone. Got it. Sounds like something a methromancer would say. I'm so afraid to ask this question. Pray tell, what is a methromancer? It's like he sets himself up for these things, doesn't it? Just sets himself up. Oh hey Seif, do you look mad right now? No, would you like to be? Yeah, I'd love to be. Let's go. It's a wizard that raises numbers to greatest powers. Oh wait, hang on, wait. He's making maths minions? Like creatures out of maths? There's some number block shit going on over here. Number blocks is basically also a von Neumann device, which I think is hilarious. So long as you have a 1, or a number of any sort, but a 1 is preferable, and a magic mirror, you can reach any number, and they will just keep replicating because they miss their friends. Oh hey, I can just connect them that way. Never mind, we've already done this before. So they fly into space, and then they just create more of themselves. With reckless abandon. That's alright. We're not. This is not a stream about thinking things through. Thinking things through is not what we do here. We're about getting shit done, and that's about it. Oh, okay. You're gonna start be like, I don't have enough movement. Yeah, of course you don't. Jackass. Sorry, I'm legitimately surprised in me calling my factory a jackass just then. Slightly aghast, but also highly amused. Can I build any more pumps? I would like to build another pump. Because otherwise we're going to run into problems with our CS. So it is... At some point I really realized I need to make long-armed inserters. I've never done that. Really get onto that at some point. Okay, so we're treating the wood. Treat your wood. Okay, then once we've treated our wood, where do you build a geothermal plant? On a geothermal vent, that is correct. They look like this. This one's red. I've never actually built them, but that's where you build them. I don't know exactly how it looks. They look red on the minimap. Control F. Oh yeah, you can Control F. If you go Control F, type in geothermal water, it's right there. That works too. I love Control F. It's such a good thing you can do. What a game. What a feature. Best thing since old F4. What does that do? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not falling for that trick. I'm not falling for it, I know. You thought I was stupid. Sodium hydroxide. We make it by getting saline water. And we make saline water by getting water and salt. Or stone and water. A stone and water is a little bit more reasonable. Press D for dance, F for stars. So press D, they flash. No, my cooldown. Classic. Okay, we need to make sodium hydroxide, which is made in a electrolyzer. I apparently became a small dinosaur there. Yeah, they say you never see it coming. Sometimes you just become a small dinosaur and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh wow, I'm making a lot of things out of raw components there. Sorry to harken back, as zombies and vampires are the same thing, since they both devour one body part and turn the victim into their own species. Interesting concept. Zombies and vampires are closer, however I think zombies are a bit more mindless. Zombies do devour brains, but at the same time, I think if a zombie eats the brains, that person doesn't get raised, because otherwise shooting a zombie in the head wouldn't do anything. So I think if a zombie eats the brains, they don't make more of themselves, but if a zombie bites someone and doesn't eat the brains, some humans are more mindless than others. That is a true statement. I think it depends what the zombie eats. I think that's actually a very relevant point to the argument. Which I'd never really considered, but I'm quite fond of the idea. Back to veganism. I mean, then you think of a zombie as going grains. Vegan zombies are vampires? No. Under the impression when a vampire drinks all the blood, they don't make a new vampire. So, it depends on what canon we're going with for that, which is a very good question as well. My understanding is to create a vampire, you kind of go a little bit of blood transferal backwards and forwards. Like, it's the blood transfers, like, both directions. A bit gross, yeah, sure, but you're talking about vampires. You made that first legendary bite egg? Nice! Okay, that's slowly going to turn to jerky in 8 hours. Zombie puking back into a skull would be the equivalent? I don't think so. I think... It's like saying, if you cut someone's brain out and then you put it into someone's head, do you make that person the person you cut the brain out of? We're Theseusing a person at this point. Which I was gonna say I'm against, but the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of pro Theseusing a live person. I think that's actually pretty cool. Violent, yes, but pretty cool. Zombies are necromancers. No, because they're not...
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Why do I let you do this to me? Thank you so much for the follow, 66 Schnitzel. Appreciate it. No, zombies are not necromancers because they're mindless. Zombies are just are animals. They just, well, not animals. They're undead, but they're intuitive necromancers instead of the studied ones. It's the difference between sorcerers and wizards. Shit. I don't know. Have I ever left New Zealand? Yeah, I've been to a few places actually. I've been to America, Canada, India, and Australia. And to a lesser extent, Malaysia and China, but that was just because I was in the way. Yeah. No, but people don't tend to travel outside New Zealand a lot because it is expensive. Hello. Welcome. You're absolutely welcome to lurk if you want. Just do what makes you feel comfortable is generally this chat's rules. If you want to lurk, you lurk. If you want to chat, you chat. You do what you want. You want to aggravate me by talking about vampires and necromancers? I won't stop you. But I will be aggravated by it. I actually think that's fine. Okay, I got a new theory. Which is, I'm going to start putting my wood in here. And just slowly turning it into power. I'd like, actually probably that number a bit higher. It's not going to generate enough power because it needs to have like way more of those things, but it's fine. Yeah, I've done a little bit of traveling. And I might even do some traveling next year. Might. Hasn't been fully laid out yet. But it's possible. Then you need raw fiber and steam. Okay. Pulp mill. I'm not doing any maths on this. I'm just sort of throwing things together. If this doesn't work well, I will not be surprised. Yeah, I mean, America I went to... I've been... Canada and America. I was in America for like 2 weeks and Canada for 1 week. I actually have been to Canada a couple of times because my sister lives there. Got that. Mostly Ontario. Mostly Ontario, like entirely Ontario is probably the better way to put it. In the middle of summer both times. So I've never actually seen a Canadian... I've only seen Canada when it's very hot, which is very funny. And I've only been to India around Christmas, which means it was very cold. So I've been to Canada when it's hot and India when it's cold, which is very funny. To me. Yeah, I went to America to go... Originally, basically it was a road trip and also go to Gen Con. Which was in 2019, which I quite enjoyed. Oh, it's Mahalik! How you doing, Mahalik? How you doing? And everyone else who followed him in. Like a band of weary travelers. Welcome. Welcome. How'd the stream go, Mahalik? I saw you were doing some bobs. Big cat. Why am I feeling like I've been called Big Cat before? I'm like... No, Big Cat is the soft toy. I was like, why? Your old Manny, you went downstairs midstream to get angry at a person drilling at 9:20? Oh yeah, Betty was drilling. No, that's fair enough. I would totally get that. Who's drilling at 9:20? I am here trying to get something made, and I do not remember what it was. I was wanting... Pulp mill. Pulp mill. I need copper. Pulp mill. What about 2 pulp mills? You gave them 5 questions, and then you were satisfied you can tolerate it? What 5 questions do you ask? Do you need to be drilling right now? Yes. Fair enough. I suppose there can be 5 questions that make you go, actually that's fair, you kind of got to do this now. Ah, that's fair. There's a bunch of crap here that I didn't really anticipate dealing with. Okay, well, stuff it. Let's do that first. I mean, it sounds like, as old manning as you would being, it sounds like you actually be quite reasonable. Like, you went out there to be like, okay, what are you doing? Can you stop? And they're like, here's what's going on, and you're like, yeah, fair enough. Like, that's some reasonable old manning, and I don't know if that... I don't think you should be ever reasonably old manning. You should be furious. he was the council. Is that how the joke goes? Also, council wouldn't immediately find. The first thing they would do is put a warning out there. Councils do not move that quick. I've never found a council that will move that quick to go from noise control to fine. They don't really want to start shit that quickly. Well then, see, the problem is you tricked him. It's not your fault, of course, it's not your problem either, but you tricked him. It doesn't go straight to fines. It goes straight to... What? In my experience, when I called noise control, they send someone out 4 hours later when the noise has stopped at 3 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, well, I called you when it was happening at 1, and then you went out there 4 hours later and were like, well, we didn't hear any noise. Yeah, because you weren't there when it was happening. Like, well, I mean, I didn't hear any noise, so I mean, it's not a problem. I don't know what the whole deal is. I went out there was no problem. I basically, after a while with that neighbor, I just sort of ignored my policy was just ignore them, because getting agitated about it just made me agitated. So I just learned to just deal with it, because no one else is going to do anything about it. Tall oil goes to a sinkhole, but I kind of want to use it. I think. Or is tall oil actually useless to me right now? Tall oil seems useless to me right now. Herewith the council complained about a railway that had been there for at least 170 years, and it sure as hell got quiet over the years. Oh, nice. Is this cat chamber upgrade necessary? What cat chamber upgrade? I do not know what you speak of. The chamber for cats. Oh my god, I still don't know what it is. Never changed my whole look. Okay, we need to get some water in this niche, as they say. Which... that appears to be water. Well, look, I appreciate you. I really do. I like that you come in and you confuse the hell out of me. Because, you know, too many people don't do that. And I appreciate that you're confusing me. Keep it up. That's not steam, that's water. People try to be too sane, and I can't stand it. And this guy comes over here, he's like, he does the same thing to him as I do that. Same thing to me as I do to him, and I appreciate that, very much so. Oh no. That is not going to work. Two people don't do that, and I appreciate you confusing me. Yeah. It lets me know that when I come into your channel to confuse you, it's giving me like the idea that I'm not actually being a jerk. Well, I mean, I am, but, you know, within reason. And it makes me feel happy. You get the idea of bullying the streamer as a streamer. Important. The streamer isn't bullied. You're not viewing properly. Use large amounts of electricity to boil water. It's fine. I assume my power got all sorted out eventually. I should be concerned about this, but I think it's okay. No, you're not being a jerk. Absolutely not. I agree. In no way do I consider you being a jerk. Yeah, that's not enough power. Oops. There's the thing telling me I need to... Top of the hour has come. You know what? My alarm just went off as well, yes. So it is about time for me to start considering not streaming. This thing is taking up 25 megawatts of power. The Secret Society of Chamber Cats had a convention at the electric boiler. It sure did. Sure did, Maholic. I would not have it any other way. Okay, I'm going to set up a train, and then I think it's time for a stop. I don't know where that bot's going. Oh, found some sap. Yeah, everything just takes a lot longer in Pi. I feel like the amount of stuff I get done... Yeah, people were asking for the playtime, so I figured if people are asking for it, they, you know, give the people what they want. Well, for most things. Not the OnlyFans. They can't have the OnlyFans. Everything else they can have. Let's provide only. Do you remember when OnlyFans was trying to convince people that you can, like, oh no, it doesn't need to be just porn, it can also be like, just like Patreon. It can be basically like Patreon. It's like, we already have Patreon. It's like, yeah, but it can be like something totally normal too. Like, yeah, but no one wants to use it for that. They tried. And ultimately, they failed. How is George? You get the reference, right? I was making rabbits. Well, at least I thought I was making rabbits. Didn't really happen. Hey, how you doing? Fiber board, not fiber board. I'm working on making rabbits. We have made some progress. Rabbits are pinning, not squeezing. That is true. That is very true. Tell me about the rabbits again. feel like if I was playing base Factorio, I would have a lot more stuff. Like the base would be a lot bigger by now. But would it be as cool? Oh, this Dingleberry Station. I always forgot that station's called Dingleberry Station. Once that gets all connected up, that's gonna be done better than this one is. Well, I think that one's doing all right. That one's the seed's coming out now. You need to spend a bit of time getting that working though. All right. Well, that's probably where we're gonna call it for the night. We've got a. Oxygen and... Okay, oxygen and black liquor makes aromatics and acetone. I don't care much for acetone, but aromatics... Aromatics... I care for. The tall oil, let's make my sinkhole now. I cannot. There we go, we'll save and we'll deal with it next time. That was the 39th session of Pi. The eyes be dead, yo. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you are new here, please do consider following. I'm not going to make you do it. I'm not going to hunt you down. I'm not going to look in your window and go, hey, follow, because that's weird. None of those things I would do. But I would say please consider following if you've enjoyed yourselves. If you're already following, thanks. I will next be streaming on Saturday. I'll be doing more of the same, just plugging away, getting more stuff done eventually. So that's good. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt, that's where you can find VODs. Some videos going up there soon, and then I'm going to start uploading the Pi run, of which there are 39 videos to go. We got behind again. We always do. Discord, that's where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. I know. We're not even close to being done. At the rate this is going, it will be like 390 episodes. Ugh. I hate that. Yeah, and there are, also the quotes are there. So, if you ever want to just read all the quotes of the things that I've said before, you can go to the Discord. You can find them there. Thank you, Adaba, recently for helping me assemble those quotes. I do appreciate it. Just letting you guys know that on Sunday will be daylight savings starting, so I will be streaming an hour later than normal for the next 6 months, and then we go back to this time. But that will all be updated on the thing below, which tells you which time I'll be streaming. And with that, I wish you all a good night. Take care. What daylight savings? No way, you didn't realize you're sad for daylight savings. Oh, hold on, you're in the same country as me. You can live with that. All right, well, everyone, take care. Sleep well when you get around to it, and I'll see you all in a few days, hopefully. Bye.